Every morning, long before the world starts, a farmer begins their day, guided by a rhythm as old as the land itself. This is the life of a dairy farmer. Let's explore what it takes to build a successful dairy farm, from dream to reality, from soil to success.
Farmer needs several things. One is the voice. Two is access to inputs so that they are able to produce, and access to inputs which are affordable, and inputs which are affordable and also original, if I may use that name, because there are so many counterfeits. Then they also need training, continuous training on extension services. Then after production, extension is harvest, which comes also with the post-harvest challenges. Then after that is market access, or where do you market your produce.
Before any barn is built or cow is bought, it all begins with a vision and a plan. Starting a dairy farm requires more than passion. It takes research, strategy, and understanding your environment. What's the climate like? What's your target market? What resources do you have? Or what do you need?
Hakuna biashara inanga challenges. At first, unatoa uoga. Juu uoga ndio, that was the main challenge. Yenye ilikuwa inafanya huwezi anza hii kitu. Because you have a big fear ati tumechukua loan ya 200,000, mtachotwa, mama ataambiwa nini? Unaona ile maneno. Then later on, after kuingia kwa farming, siwezi mdanganya my viewers niwaambie ati haina challenges. Of course challenges lazima mtapatana juu usipokuwa na mali utasource majani yako, kujua vile uta control diseases. Juu back in 2020 tulikuwa na actually 2020 after COVID tuligongwa na outbreak ya foot and mouth, na ng'ombe wetu wakapungua juu ya ile kukufa wengine nini, but after then tumekuja sasa ku learn how we can handle that.
Land is your foundation. You need space for cow housing, feed storage, grazing or zero grazing setups, and a clean water source. Proximity to roads and market makes milk transportation easier and more profitable. Good land doesn't have to be big, just need to be smartly used.
But if you don't have a perimeter, or maybe where you are located is along the Maasai places where animals are just loitering around even outside your farm, you need something we call a cattle dip. If you are not able to make a cattle dip, you need to buy a sprayer. There is a spray you buy from an agrovet. You spray your cows maybe once a Saturday or maybe once in a Sunday per week. Thirdly, if it is a very severe place with those insects, you need to be injecting your cows with Ivamec or Supermec, so that if any ticks that comes to your cow and sucks poison, it will just fall. So I advise on farmers, just make sure your farm is well fenced to avoid anything coming inside as dogs, or maybe anything to bring ticks and everything, because that's a very big challenge to a farmer. It can bring even diseases like foot and mouth and everything. So make sure your farm is well.
Selecting the right breeds. Not all cows are the same. Some produce more milk, others are easy to manage or more resistant to diseases. Breeds like Friesian, Jersey, or crossbreeds are more popular in many parts of Kenya due to their productivity and adaptability.
Remember, the animal is not responding because of the what? Ecological difference. Again, you also have to check on breeds. Maybe your zone can't do well with, maybe you are in hot area. Friesian will not do well there, and therefore you also have to check on that. Not everywhere Friesian can do well, not everywhere can Jersey do well. Although Jersey can do well in most of the areas, unlike Friesian. Friesian is likely to be choosy, unless if you want to do Friesian in a hot climate zone, then you'll have to improvise so that the animal can be comfortable.
Choose cows suited to your climate. feed availability, and farming system.
That is bearing in mind that, of course, with that animal producing such a good number of in liters of milk, now the kind of feed you are going to give that animal will also go up. So as much as you are aiming higher in terms of milk production, remember also the feeding or the kind of the treatment you are giving this animal is also going up, because now, for example, if this animal for it to be able to produce 40 liters, for example, it has got to be supplemented very well with what? Concentrate. And concentrate, I mean dairy milk. And with this economy, the dairy milk at the moment is very expensive. So with that also, the production also comes with cost. Now, will you go for the higher production with highest cost, or lower production? In terms of, when I say lower production, at least we are talking about 20 to 25 liters. Okay, and then you can do that with forage, which
building shelter and infrastructure. Your cows need more than open space, they need comfort. A well-ventilated, clean and dry shelter reduces diseases and improves milk yield. Separate areas for feeding, resting and milking.
Yule ng'ombe anakaa kama mtoto yako ama wewe mwenyewe. Hawezi lala kama hajakula vizuri, na alale mahali mzuri
na maji.
Kama saa hii ploti yangu unaona niko na majani ya kitu kama 30 acres. Nimelisafu. Hiyo majani nitakula 2 years.
So umeiweka hapa ndani?
Nimeiweka hapa ndani. Nimeshiba mashimo. Nikajenga vizuri. Nikaweka silage, nikuja na maroli mingi. Kama 3 weeks. Kazi ilikuwa tukuweka silage kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni. Sasa hiyo nimeajiri watu kama 40 kila siku. Hiyo majani nayo nikiweka for 2 years ama zaidi. Mimi kazi yangu ni kutoa tu chakula na kupea ng'ombe. Sasa tuko na yule mtu tumepea contract, na yeye analima. Jua huwezi kila kitu. Jua hata wewe kama ukue kama wewe ndiye mwenye bank. Si lazima ukue na accountant na kila kitu anakusaidia.
Unakuwa na soja wa security, mtu wa kuhesabu pesa.
Yes. So hii kazi ukisema ati nilime nifanye nini, nitachoka sana. So kazi yangu mimi ni kununua majani na reserve for 2 years. Sasa ng'ombe zangu najua 2 years hakuna kusubu.
Quality milk opens better markets. A dairy farm is not just a lifestyle, it's a business. Track your cost, production and animal health records. Set goals, monitor progress, learn from other farmers. Never stop learning. Agriculture evolves every day. Start small, grow steadily. You don't need 50 cows to succeed. Even 2 to 5 cows managed well can generate a steady income. Focus on quality. Build slowly. Reinvest your profits. Sustainable growth is the key to long-term success. Starting a dairy farming is a journey of patience, purpose, and passion. It takes hard work, it takes heart, but with the right knowledge and commitment, it can change not only your life, but your entire community. I am Jennifer Kadu, and this is how you turn a simple dream into